Hello, collective. Happy Monday. I hope all of you are doing well. I thought we'd pull some cards to get some messages of clarity for those of you who like it. Thank you to my high vibrating ancestors, spirit guides, divine instant beings, source of light energy. If you please get some messages of clarity for the collective, please. Number 29, resentment, and 17, finding your place. Somebody is having resentment that you're unbothered by them, that you're finally finding your place on your path or in this world or on your own. In the past, you may have been someone who was codependent, had codependent tendencies, also possibly stayed in situations longer than you were supposed to, a people pleaser. And whatever occurred in your life for your awakening, it has, as it should be, has changed you. You are finally finding your way. It's a slow, at first I was like, well, I'm trying. It's like you're getting there. It doesn't happen overnight. And there's those that you left behind that are having resentment towards you. I'm sorry. This is number 29, resentment. 17, finding your place in the world, in the universe, if you will. You realize that through the work that you were doing, that you just had to leave, and part of the journey, you had to leave a lot of people, a lot of situations. And possibly even at the time you were unsure. For some of you, you knew why you had to cut people off, but you were just directed to do so. It was the vibration was off, right? And it may not have, you may not have realized that at the time, and you were just figuring you were going into hermit mode because all kinds of shit was going on. You were awakening. But that was like your soul telling you to kind of get away from certain energies. And now you are finding your place in the world. And it's not just a physical place, though. It's not about moving. I mean, it can be for some of you, but it's finding your place spiritually. What else about this, Spirit? What is it about these people having resentment? And resentment's a thief. You know what I'm saying? It steals your energy. It steals your time. It steals your joy. Yeah, this is someone you probably let go that was a drama queen, right? And this is about like not getting pulled into people's drama too. So this could be also with you finding your place. You're realizing you're not getting pulled in easily into people's drama anymore. You may have been someone you see drama a mile away and you're like, hey, let's sign up for this, right? But you realize, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore, right? You stepped away from certain energies or people, right? And that's why they have resentment towards you. Who does he think he is? Who does she think she is? And I love when I'm asked this. Because my favorite response is always, who the fuck do you think you're not? But they have resentment towards you, collective. They have resentment towards you. And there may be some lies that are being detected from these individuals. Like, this trusted friend is like been coming up a lot. This was someone who you really trusted. Someone you go way back with energetically. Maybe across timelines. But a really good friend of yours. And they have resentment towards you now because you're finding your place. And the truth of the matter is and it's never a dig on the people we leave behind or that we move forward without. It's that we're just not aligned anymore. However, because they're so riddled with this resentment towards you, they're not doing the healing work to truly understand. That's part of the process, right? And some of these people are going broke trying to attack you, if you will. It may not be physically, but even when they speak ill will on you, because that's spelling, that's speaking, so that is spell work. When you speak ill will on people and you talk shit about people and you gossip about them. So these people, their resentment is bleeding through, is what I just heard. You detected these lies of this friend who was a drama queen, or they're becoming a drama queen now. Like I said, who does he think he is? Who does she think she is? She thinks she's better than us. It's not. Because someone may have been using you for your time, your money, your energy, right? And you woke up to it. Well, I mean, this is like a repeat narrative. What else do we need to know? Yeah. You may have had a troubled past, and this person knows about it. These people weren't expecting you to come out of the fire. They weren't expecting you to survive half the things that you've been through. You may have, had a past, like a lot of us have. And maybe a lot of struggle, just one thing happening after another, just never having that big break. But you're on the big break now. You're on the brink of this big break now. It's like the rainbow's leading you up to this door, chosen that's getting ready to open up for you, right? And the people can feel that energy from you, right? And again, I need to go back to that. It's like they have chosen they chose not to put the work in. They chose to stay stagnant. They chose to stay unawakened. They chose to stay blind to what's really going on. And that's okay, but that's why you had to leave them where they were at. And now they're having resentment because you are now doing everything that they thought and told everybody that you couldn't do. Even if it's just having your own security, being stable, being grounded, managing your emotion, having emotional intelligence, not getting involved in these toxic connections with people, whether it's platonic or romantic. You're finally standing up for yourself and having boundaries. And you're on the path to greatness. And these individuals are pissed off about it. They're pissed off about it. Some of them are still trying to come in, or they will be coming in, especially with the holidays, coming in, wanting you to come over for dinner or to hang out. And as someone who has been through this, no matter how lonely you're feeling or feeling of nostalgia, of missing people, don't go back. You'll put yourself back a couple years or a couple months when you go back and entertain energies that you know that are not aligned with you. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care how long you've known the people. And I've said quite a few times that, of course, change is hard, but people stay in the situations they stay in out of fear, out of obligation, or the hope. And that's what they may be trying to do, is trying to kind of bring you back in, right? You may have been a person who stayed in situations because of one of those or all three of those. You feel obligated. There's hope that someone will change or that they'll finally wake up. You always have that one person like, I just wish they'd wake up because I want us to still be friends or still be in connection or whatever, things like that. And so you may have stayed a lot longer in certain situations that you're supposed to be in, and you no longer do that. And again, they weren't expecting you to get where you're at today. It may seem minimal to you, but it's huge. Everybody counted you out. I just heard. They all counted you out. And yet we're never there to help. But you dug it out the fucking mud, chosen. You built your foundation. You spit on the dirt, turned it into mud, and started building it yourself. That's what they weren't expecting. And because you chose to do that, because you put the work in, they have all this resentment towards you and anger and frustration and want to pull you back and want to start drama to get you back into that loop. But you've shown them time and time again, you're not the 1, 2, or the motherfucking 3. And they keep trying to test your gangster, I heard. You have nothing to worry about, obviously. We always talk about that. They're living, God, there's a lot of cards. They're living in a fantasy world. They're thinking, if I can just get them to remember this, remember that, or try to start drama. And because you've known this person for such a long time, they know a lot of your history. They're thinking they can add salt to wounds that you've healed and no longer think about. These are people that you've canceled. These are people who are living double lives. They may act like everything's great in their life or on social media or whatever, and it's actually in shit, right? Status symbol, the materialistic people. You have learned through trial and error and through losing everything that these material things don't matter, and you're still happy. You were probably happy during homelessness, happy when you didn't have a job, happy when everybody fucking left you for dead. That's the magic of finding joy in the most difficult circumstances, and this is something that they'll never understand. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you